Oh, I'd really like to thank everybody who's been helping me out understand myself. My reaction has been fire to others trying to speak for me. Holy fuck. Yep. By trying to get my voice heard, I've been hurting others. But I just wish everybody could listen to me, and hey, if you really want to talk, don't you guys have a way where we can do one-on-one talks? Like, see, I don't know your technology. I keep saying to my husband, looks like we need to upgrade our phones. Something's going on, or do we need to upgrade our phones? Because maybe this is what's kept out people from hurting me. Nobody's going to believe my life, who I am. But I tell you, once I get better and fit, maybe that's what I'll do Friday. We'll go in earlier and I'll go to the school and say, hey, 1991, Mr. Leeson sabotaged my sanctioned gold medal and a whole bunch of other students that day. And because you had a respectful teacher in Mr. Lee or Mr. Ferguson, by me putting my life together in my abuse, my whole career was sabotaged by a jealous gay man. How nice, right? Because I also remember this person before I even went to school I met at a gay party across the river, where he did all the makeup for all the drag queens and everything, because I had those many kind of people in my life that I loved, I adored. Said, be yourself. Because I had girlfriends that were gay. And if you don't go and be with your friends at play, you don't know what love is in life. So when a man who's spiteful takes away your gold medal, it's because he's jealous in some way, or somebody like that was made. All the big guys I met in jail that were big guys, and even little guys too, it was like we were all kids, and all of a sudden we saw each other through the eyes. And that's where I think you have to hear my voice first. And I think that's why all of a sudden, I never thought my granddaughter was here. Why didn't I get her to? It's not time for you to see me. Unless women bring me up on a panel. I need people, respectable people like my Don Steely, who's so handsome. He's got a wife and 5 kids and is not ashamed to say, oh, I know Snowball Nation. And you can see him giggle. You can see just before he goes, who's that? Like the last, I wanted to go and bug him in his chat, but it's like, I'll give him a day or two, or I said to my husband, you should see this car I was driving in with him. He goes, don't you even start. Because if you only knew what I did with Farm Bill. Oh, my. So, like even Bob and Lori, I'd love to play your game, but Buck, let me tell you, you give me a room in your place. Oh, good Lord, I'd be fixing up everybody's place too. Man, I just get kind of that way. I'd put pies and gifts and look at this. I made this one day. Just leave it in your dresser. If you have never worked for Italian people like I have, like, oh, I love my people I worked for. You like rich people, you find out somebody's getting married, and if you're a crocheter like me, you have, like I'm sending out all these shawls to SP, I have trunks and trunks of shawls I made. Because I used to give them away at old folks' homes after my daddy died. But when he died, I died that day. My daddy. When you have to leave your father because he looks at you in his eyes because he can't talk to you. He can't say what he needs to say. Because my daddy knew I was getting hurt picking him up, and my heart was dying as I saw my dad who could weld, the gifts, the things he made. I'm sorry I'm crying. And nobody's here. I can't. I'm alone in the atmosphere. My daddy was my life. What a gift. I hope if anybody's listening, you remember your dad. And if your daddy was mean, remember for me. Somebody hurt him. He got some kind of disease. It's alcoholism or hateful words because we repeat them. That's why I loved my bears, my big men. Because when you can sit at the end of a ball field and after you fed these bears cinnamon buns and more, and you see them coming off after a game they just maybe lost by, hey, what? The number 4. I'm rhyming, I guess. It's my time. Because remember, I'm dyslexic and I'm just trying. As my tears roll down my eyes and more, I'm grateful for those big men that allow me to soar. Don Steely, if you only see how you allow me to shine. You're a gift in New York. I'm not scared to go there now because I got to see you face to face, your young man, your young boy. And you allowed him to see me and showed me your toys. Because when big boys show women their toys, even if it's on the internet. You're still young boys. So a young boy kissed a young man. Because remember, an old man is usually playing like a young man as his little man watches and says, one day my daddy will watch me play as I carry him here and there. When my daddy can just hear and not say any words, he touched my hand and said, "Go home, my little bird. I don't want you to injure yourself. You're trying to stay clean and sober. But my darling, my little sweet one, my time's over." Shortly after that day, I left my father, and within a week he died. We found him on the floor, or they found him on the floor, and I couldn't go there. I thought, no, I won't see my dad, because I rescued him a couple of times when he fell out of the bed. So my daddy says to me, "Please, people out there, hear my voice. My daughter loved me and more. His bloodline is being killed and spilled and buried and so much more. I'm Kimmymonster. I have a star. My feet are on the ground. Tell me where yours are. Please put me in the algorithm. I'm just me. I'm the guardian of Ishtar's garden. Please let me be. Be me. Because I've traveled centuries and more. Because I told my husband, Groot's out there. He was a little guy. He should be a tree and more. Where's the next movie? Please, Groot's a tree. A little guy. He's gotta be a teeny. Like at least a tree dropping around a seed everywhere. Just saying. Because I lived in the land of Oz. Oh, the Saudi Arabian prince. If I could see your land. And my dream above all is to see the Taj Mahal. The Taj Mahal. All those great castles that were built for one and the joy that people go in and see. What amazing architecture they've done for all of thee. Songs like Nights in White Satin as I played around my campfires. People. Listen to these songs. Leonard Cohen and more. And even giggle if you like. Watch old movies like Don Rickles and Stevie Harvey and Harmon and Red Skelton, Carol Burnett, Tim Conway, who could never keep a straight face. Sometimes I think some of them peed in their place and said, "Oh, fuck, he did it again." Because remember, when you're a comedian, you're a seer, you see so much more because we live on the edge. of happy and gore. Good night, my sweet people. Seems like nobody wants to chat. Love and light from Canada. Coo-doo-coo-coo-coo-coo-coo-coo. Thumbs up for Canada, signing out from Snowball Nation. Good thing I didn't have a fucking cell phone or Facebook. What could have people really done to me? Really? Really, people? Everything's coming out, right, Snowden? Love you, Snowden. Keep safe where you are. That's why we're at war, right? What other secrets does Benny Keys hide, right? See the blinking lights? As soon as I mention Benny Keys is hiding lies. Get that. Darian Brown out of jail. Darian Brown. Darian Brown. Ooh-ah! Let's hail. Ooh-ah! Ooh-ah! You'll hear my war cry. Because if you don't fix this, remember, people will die. That house is a house of horrors, and you framed a young black man. Remember. It's all a fucking scam. Scam. Wah. Benny Keys. Bye-bye. How come you aren't coming in and talking to me, Beth? Hey, where's your email, Bethy? Bye-bye. Saved you for the end, so you can't come in and say here. Oh, never mind. Oh, sweat lodge. Oh, sweat lodge. Oh. Firekeepers unite, warriors and seals. You know what I'm talking about, Mr. Baldwin. Mr. Shipley. Wake up, my people. Wake up. The hounds are going to go after you, Beth McGee. You spun it on me, I spin it back to thee.